Hey guys, welcome back in. My last stream just crashed on me, so I did make it over to a minor settlement. Let's go in here. Alright, what do we have? No, nothing special, but take it with us. Let's see how many multi-tools I have now. Okay, so I only have 2 to sell off. Alright, nano tubes. Alright, so I do want to strip out. That's not very good. That'll get me 2 tubes. That'll get me another tube. I might as well get rid of that too. Alright. And swap back over before I forget. Alright, so now I got a bunch of extra nanotubes. So it actually works out pretty good for doing this. You don't have to keep making carbon nanotubes. Sell off that extra 50 of this. I don't need it. I wish I could use it for something. Sell a little bit more. Yeah, good enough. I got enough chromatic metal. I don't really have to worry about it. Alright. I think, what's my jetpack look like? Alright. I think I will grab some more eggs. Get a sentinel watching me. Oh, he was right on me. What you don't want to do is have them start slamming you into the walls. That's when you can take some pretty big damage. Come on, pick it up. The game like hesitates sometimes when you go to interact with stuff. Drives me nuts. Here. Oh, sure there was. Alright, got 1 egg on the side. 2 eggs. Oh, there's another one too. Continue to make my way around. Try to keep some distance. There's no more eggs. So now I'll just jump from here. Oh, I got it. Oh, I did loot those. Alright. It's a kind of a quick way to make some quick nanites. Yeah, I always wait until I have a couple shields and some movement modules on me before I even start to think about messing with those. But you can always dig under them and shoot them from the bottom. It just takes too much time sometimes. Whereas this, you can just keep running around and pick them up pretty quick. The problem is you can only refine 3 at a time, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. I'm pretty sure I missed a couple back there too. I wasn't able to pick them up fast enough. Alright. This should point me to another minor settlement. And I like them because they give you this overhead view, and you can sometimes you can spot stuff. I think that's that minor settlement I just came from. What direction? That's west, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one I just came from. I'm not going to bother heading back in that direction. When I try to continue going north. Alright, looks like a factory. Alright. See what we get out of this. Alright. Blaze javelin module. Yeah, I wish I could sell those. What I can do an install and delete. Gives me back a gravitito ball. Alright. Alright, and keep that charged up because I'm going to grab some more eggs here. These buildings, it's kind of... Because what you want to do is you want to pop an egg on this side and then run to the other side. Just to give you a little more time. Pop that one. You never know what direction these guys are going to go in. They might go right to the wall, too. Yeah. I'm just going to hopefully get them to kind of chase me. Try to grab like 2 from each little cluster. We've got a big cluster here somewhere. Yeah, you're just trying to keep them kind of split up so they can't all hit you at once. I thought that was a big cluster here. Alright, that looks like all of them. Yeah, you can typically get like around a dozen of them. Something like that, typically. Yeah, like I ended up losing I think I lost 1 or 2 there. That's actually a pretty quick way to make nanites. Again, there's the good amount of risk in it though. Pretty much you just keep moving and trying not to get surrounded. Because you can take quite a few hits from them. But the first couple hours you want to try to avoid it. Right, that's just a waypoint. Actually, the next building I land at, I want to try to do scan for a drop pod. swing in here. This is the good thing about trying to go in the same direction. Like, I'm pretty sure I shouldn't have landed here yet. Yep, it's an unknown building. Yeah, if you just stay right on one of the ley lines, that way you don't run into the same building. End up getting turned around. I'll do the same thing here. I'll go in. I'm always looking around when I walk into a building because I don't want to get hit. If I need plants. Sometimes you'll even get those little puffer plants underneath the floor. And they can damage you. Don't have to worry about it on this planet though. You don't see them very often. Typically it's right outside the wall, but it kind of clips through the wall. They end up taking a little bit of damage from that. And they can be in either the back room or the front room. Alright, and before I do this again, I just want to make sure life support's in good shape and I have a full jetpack, so I'd like to use this little connecting room to kind of get ready. I can tell that, you know, I've got 4 eggs here and I've got 5 there, so what I'll do is I'll shoot the one with only 4 eggs. Typically the inside one. That way it's harder to pick up this inside egg than it is that outside egg. So I'll shoot that one. I'll come over here and start blasting these. And at the same time hold my interact button to hopefully pick up all of them. I think I missed one there. Yeah, that's what you want to avoid. I'm letting them get too close to me. Alright, so make some room. Yeah, these abandoned buildings have like extra eggs. There's like probably like 16 of them or so. Oh, almost missed that. Alright, there's still more. Yeah, they make like a weird noise before they charge you, so you do get a little bit of a warning. Come back for those. Yeah, and it's hard to tell sometimes because they blend in really well with the little nests. So I'll go for the one that's on this side first. I think that's all of them. Go out here, so I got a little bit of room to... Oh, I still got one more on that side. Yeah, the worst thing you can do is make sure is you don't run out of your jetpack. Okay, right there. Alright. Should be all of those. And just get them burning off. Well, it's not too bad. I mean, in, what, about an hour and a half, I already have over 5,000 nanites. You know, just most of it by doing this. So it doesn't really take too long. And then I'll just get to the next building and do the same thing. But I'm waiting for these guys to calm down so that I can do a scan for a drop pod. Yeah, like on normal mode, you can do 250 at a time, but with the harsh stack sizes, you can only do 150. So it does take a few more refinement processes, and you use up almost no fuel. I'm just gonna take off out of here. Do a scan for next building. Do a scan from here. Alright, that's just going to be a beacon. But I'm also still trying to kind of look around for ships when I do this. Ships, freighters, anything like that. I'm going to want to try to stay going north too. It's easy to get kind of distracted by something over on the side, though. Alright, we got another abandoned building. What I will do is I'll do a scan before I set them off again. I meant to do it at the last stop I was at. Alright, let's see. Drop pod. Alright, we're gonna drop pod now. Let's see where it popped up. Alright, now I see the icon. Alright. We'll head in there and do the same thing again. And there was a bug with these abandoned terminals. You could keep interacting with them over and over again for nanites. I'm pretty sure they fixed it though. Yeah, it's not letting me interact with it again. Yep, good. At least I got that fixed. I don't know if it was just on abandoned mode or not. Alright, live in slime, I will keep that. Alright, I'm not going to bother with the little red crates right now. Alright, just make sure life support's good. Jetpack should be fine. I'll just repeat the same thing. Well, I was able to get all those without getting hit. They must be sleeping over there. There they are. What I'm trying to do is get them to kind of cluster together in one area. Just makes collecting these easier. Alright. Gonna get hit. And 3 seems to be like the magic number. Come on, pick it up. With these, if you try to pick up like 4 of them at a time, you know, sometimes things get weird with them. It doesn't want to pick them up sometimes. Alright, let's keep moving. I'm just trying to make a mental note of how many are in the different pods as I go past them. Alright, so this one. So I know that one I just went past has 2 in it still, so let's see if I can grab those real quick. Yeah, that's what I want to avoid. Do a quick scan, got one more over here. Yeah, right in that first spot that yep. Those first eggs I shot. Come on, pick up the other one. Yeah. Alright, so that should be all of those. We'll jump in here and get refining. You know, like the one thing you want to try to avoid is getting ping-ponged around. You know, getting, you know, in between the building and having, you know, 2 or 3 horrors, you know, just bouncing you around. You want to avoid that. That happens, try to jetpack on top of the building, just so that they can kind of calm down a little bit. And also give you a chance to recharge your health if you have to. Alright, so try that in there. Alright, head over to that drop pod. And see if I can get a couple more drop pods and move on from here. I do want to still try to get an interceptor somewhere. I want to see if I can find a new a dissident system. This one's marked as a dissident, but the dissident is on, I believe it's on an airless planet, so there won't be any camps or anything there. It's either an airless planet or a glitch planet, one or the other. Can't remember. Get this unlocked. Oh, I got a couple backpack slots too. Nice. I knew I had one, I didn't realize I had 2, so... Alright. That should be getting me pretty close. 3, looks like 40 more to go. See, I gotta jump out here for a sec. Alright. Yeah, I still got 40 more to go, and there's like 20 something up here. 18 up top, so not too bad. Actually do where's my ship? Do a quick scan. Alright, so we got another one in sight. And I hate it because the little icons blend in so well. I should be picking up stuff like these buried caches though. Head over there. That's probably just going to be nanites. Either nanites or materials. Alright, some more nanites, and 112 of them, so they definitely do add up. Alright, I think I'm just gonna head right over to the next drop pod though. Yeah, head over there. I'd probably do a few of these, and then I think there's another lush planet in this system, but I can't remember. Maybe check that out too. Alright, go grab this one real quick. Looks like there's something over on the left-hand side too. Looks like it might be like an artifact or a plaque or something over here. Or it might be damaged machinery. Sorry, a bunch of fog and stuff. May have just been the atmosphere. Oh, yep. There it is. Alright. Let's see if there's anything to dig up on the way back. Oh, what do we have? Metal fingers. Alright. Image machinery. Yeah, so every time I run around here, I'm running past millions of units worth of gravitino balls. They're all over the place. Back up. Oh, I think I got a couple stacks of this stuff too. Oh, yeah. Some down here. Whoops. Oh, let's get that going first.
Technology recharge.
You know what, let's oh, that's way over there. I'm gonna say, let's go dig up one of those. Alright. Drop pod. Yeah, typically I find more buried tech and stuff when I visit these. Just bring that in. go unlock this one.
Technology prepared.
This is a pretty easy planet to just run around on. But I'd like to get it, like a lot of my drop pods on planets like this. They're just nice and easy to deal with. Alright, so another drop pod. Over here somewhere. I hate that because the thing disappears. Alright. Then when you do go to scan it, half the time it's behind your ship or something and it won't let you scan it. Head over that way. I'm really surprised I haven't found a crash ship yet. They did change the way rendering works, so they're hard to spot now from the sky. They used to be pretty I don't want to say easy, but they used to stick out a lot more. So grab that. I'm hoping to get more of those exosuit expansions whenever I land for these. One of those instead. Well, at least it's nanites. Something I can use. Alright. Now where's... There it is. Yeah, I wish they would change your ship marker to a different color or something. Sometimes it can be pretty hard to find it. And grab that. I'm slowly getting there. If I can do a scan for one more. Okay, nothing nearby. What I think I'm gonna do is, I don't think there's anything else in the system. I know I'm pretty sure there's another lush planet. But I think I'm ready to move on to a new system. Just going to take a few seconds here to scan around, see if anything pops out to me. Alright, that's just a waypoint. Yeah, let me hit that waypoint. That'll hopefully... Oh, that's probably going to send me to the same minor settlement. And remember, there's a minor settlement 57 minutes that way. And it's going to send me to the same one. Almost positive, so... I forgot I had that tagged. This is just a shelter. Alright, I'll go back into that mode. Continue towards the center. My hyperdrive isn't very good. Alright. I kind of want to look around for a dissident system. But still, I want to get my ship kind of squared away. Alright, so that's a Corvax, but it'll work. So I do have a couple multi-tools I want to scrap, so I'm going to visit the anomaly first. Get those scrapped, and then I'll go over to the space station, get all my freebies, sell off any stuff I need, and then hopefully go down to a dissident planet. Hopefully it's something decent. So. But I have a feeling... No, maybe not. Okay. I had a feeling that the dissonant system, I thought it was going to be this one right here. When I first warped in, it was all pink. I thought maybe it was Kelsishroom planet. Okay, that does have activated copper on it, which I could actually use a little bit of. Let's see though. Not that one. Okay, that's high tech. Which one of these must be this one? Dissident. Nope. Oh, that one's dissident. Yeah, lifeless planets are not going to have camps to visit, so there's no point in even going there. But I am going to stop here to grab some free stuff and unlock my drop pod, or exosuit slots rather. So get those multi-tools out of the way first. I don't think I have to strip anything out of these. I just want to make sure I keep the first two, and then the last two are the ones I'm going to scrap. And yep, nothing there. Alright, so that one's done. I can always get rid of the scanner too for the ferrite dust, but I have enough ferrite dust, so pretty sure I have enough. Let me just double check myself. Yeah. So get rid of that one. Alright. And these green mods I don't need, so I'm just going to get rid of them. But these ones I will take a look at, see if they're any good. No good. This is why I have so many wire and looms from doing this. Alright, so those are all done. Oh, I need to get my backpack. Typically I unlock my backpack right away so I don't accidentally leave the anomaly without unlocking it. I almost did. Then I'm not allowed to use the not allowed to buy this and scrap it, but I could always take a look at it and see if it's something I could use. I'm pretty sure they're always C-class too. So I'm gonna buy one of these. I wish it would outline it. I don't know why it doesn't. It always used to. Alright, so that's unlocked. I should actually start keeping an eye on this thing. If you can get one to kill hazardous flora, and you can actually get a. Actually, it's not going to work in this mode for me. I can't put down a base computer, so that won't work. Yeah, typically you could put down a. Actually, I can put down a save beacon. I think that might work. I'll have to try it. Yeah, because they send you to a grave when you initiate the mission on planet side, and you can go back to it. Go back to the base computer after you dismiss the mission and pick up the grave. I bet just a save beacon that would probably work though. I'll have to try it out. Now this is a Korvac station, so there's probably not going to be a nanite machine. But sometimes they'll be in the back rooms. It's just a random thing. Another... Oh, okay, that's for exosuit. Oh, I got 2 of them. Ah, this station's awesome. It's like everything you want, actually. Alright, so I'm gonna buy the top slot. And then I'm gonna use up those extra suit slots down bottom. Yeah, that worked out really well. Too bad the rest of the system's kind of garbage. Alright, take a look at this side. Use the terminal. And a lot of times there'll be like those little cubes here too, so want to try to be on the lookout for those. Alright, so just sell off all that broken stuff and actually sell off some of these too.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
Alright. I think I'm just gonna go straight to the next system now then. There's really no point in really stopping here, but go over. I will rename this. Let's go with Jen. Just so I can grab some nanites, do an upload all. Alright. Actually, before I leave here, I just want to see my hyperdrive is... Okay, so 979. Alright. I want to try to warp as far away as I can. I knew I was under 1,000, but I weren't sure just how much. And actually, you know what? I have activated copper here somewhere. One of these planets behind space station. Alright, I'm gonna head over here. I just need to get enough to fix this. 75 of that. Just so I can get another slot in my ship. See if I can just sneak down there real quick and grab some of that. Who knows, it might actually be a really nice planet. Looks like it's green. Yeah, if I get a chance, I might try to snag up a few storm crystals too, so I can sell them off. Yeah, only got 38 million right now. I want to try to land in the daylight. I want to try to land on land, not water. Right. Be a good amount of land here. Probably be a storm like right away when I get down here. Tends to happen quite often. Yeah, looks like it's kind of a pain to traverse around here. But I got a place I can land right away, which is always nice. I'll hop out and see if I can find a activated copper. And, activated copper is right over there, so good. So then it's on the right hand side here. Take that. Just check the other building in case there's anything in there. Put a cube. A word. Alright, and I know activated copper's right there. There's a damaged machinery too. I saw the smoke. Underwater protection. I think that's my third one of those. Oh, it's way down there. What's my ship have for... Okay. Wanted to make sure I could call in my ship. Gravitino balls, they are. And things like this, you want to jump, but you're better off not to. You can just kind of walk down to it. Kind of let yourself kind of slide. Alright. I'll just make sure I got the smallest beam I can and start digging this up. I only need 75, so it's not like I need a ton of it. Alright, that's plenty. Typically I would take the whole thing, but I don't really need it, so... Take what I need. Try to get a few scans in. Not much to scan here. So I can repair that. I've been putting off repairing that. Alright.
Incoming storm.
So get that installed. Might as well burn that off. Get a little bit extra chromatic metal. I think that's only a 1-to-1, so not very much. See what this, what's that one? That's 34, so yeah, no matter what, that A class won't be any good to me. Use up that extra battery. Get rid of that. Done here. Actually, let me give this a name. Will I get the nanites for it? Do an upload all. Alright. So off to the next system. Let's see. Again, I just want to continue towards the core. Yeah, I'm going to start running into a lot of purple systems now. See, that's one of the reasons I want to get a ship lined up so that I can just get all my stuff installed. But I want to go for a sentinel, so... or an interceptor. Don't want to find any dissonant systems. Alright, there's one here somewhere. Go check this one out. Hopefully find a decent planet in this system. I've been having bad luck with all the ones I find are either dead planets or glitch planets. Okay, we got one on a tropical, so that's a good sign. What else do we have here? Alright. So, hit the space station. Sometimes these distant planets out on lushes can be kind of a hassle to get around with the new vegetation. Find them like on desert planets actually, or they're easy to get around typically. Right, got a photon cannon, salvage data, a hypercore. Alright, I'll do the top slot. I'm not gonna bother with the other side. But I do want to bring in the anomaly. I'll do that as I get closer to the dissident planet. That way, if I need the anomaly on my way out, it's right there. It says that's a tropical planet, but it looks awfully brown to me. It's got that ugly brownish water. But who knows, it might be a nice chameleon planet. You can never tell sometimes. You can kind of scan in a little bit, but it doesn't really help you. Whoops. Wanted to charge my pulse, not do that.
Technology recharge.
What we're in store for. And that gets a hard no. Oh, next system. Actually, not yet. Let me warp out here a little bit further. Bring in the anomaly. Yeah, just trying to traverse around planets like that is a absolute nightmare. So they're cool to build on sometimes, but to explore them, forget it. You end up spending 90% of your time refilling your life support because you got a jetpack so much. Run up, grab a backpack slot, and move on. I can rename it though. Alright. Extra nanites. Speaking of extra nanites, how it's in here. Alright, and actually I think I might just grab a few things from the construction terminal too. Alright, start buying this stuff up. This is going to be one of the things that I'm going to need to do later on. That's part of the challenge is even though I can't build a base, I still have to unlock everything. So, all right. So I still got 3 more. Grab that. Grab that. All right. And grab another one of these. All right. I still have a bunch of the crafting blueprints I want to unlock, but I want to get all the ship upgrades done. Maybe all the multi-tool too before I even bother with the crafting stuff. Because some of the ship upgrades are pretty expensive. Some are over 1,000. So. Alright, so let's get out of this system. Again, make my way right to the center. Alright, there's a dissident there. What I want to avoid though is I want to try to stick to yellow systems when I do that. because there's less of a chance of there being a glitch planet. Water. Those are going to be too far. Alright, so... Yep, that's a yellow system, so let's head there. Some really bad luck in finding dissident systems that are decent. I am going to be a little bit picky with my interceptor. Only a couple different versions I like, and going to be a little picky on what I pick. I screwed up last time. I ended up upgrading one that had a really kind of crappy cockpit in it, and I don't want to repeat that same mistake. Okay, so we got an overgrown. Alright, so do the same thing. Actually, I'll get the anomaly out of the way for, actually no, do the stray searching first. Just in case I decide to spend more salvage data at the anomaly. I'm most likely going to be making nanites out of it though. Got 8,000 nanites now, so... A lot of times when I wait till I get, you know, like 12,000 or so nanites, then I'll just go buy a bunch of stuff. There's a core back station, so... There's no nanites. Another multi-tool expansion. Man, I am striking out right now on those. But, get that unlocked. Yeah, because I only got one more row of tech, so I'm just trying to fill up all my tech right now. I'm not gonna bother with the other side because there's nothing back there. I don't need a trade terminal or anything. Or any raw materials that I can buy. Alright. We'll try to head down there. And bring in that. See, I'd like to get this out of the way first, before I even touch a planet, just so I don't forget to do it. I still do forget to do it, though, all the time, so... Try to get in the routine of doing it. It just makes unlocking these slots a lot quicker. And I did get a couple more of those. So actually, let me... I do have a couple... You know, I don't think I'm going to need that. I'm just going to get rid of it. Just taking up room. Buy a couple things here. If that is anything good. Alright, so head down to that dissonant planet. See what we've got. Oh, we got an archive right here. I can just land there real quick and see what the planet's like. Alright. Doesn't look too bad. Alright, and do a scan for a camp.
Navigational data received.
Alright. Head over there. I'm gonna have to call it a night here soon, so we'll just get to that camp. Maybe go take a quick look, see what we got for a ship. Then I'm gonna have to jump off. Yeah, because that'll actually be about 3 hours tonight streaming. So again, this is going to be like a 2-part stream. I streamed for about an hour and a half, then my stream crashed, so it's actually going to be 2 different parts. Yeah, this is like a chameleon planet. This looks white right now. Once I get out of my ship, it'll turn yellow. Yeah. Be nice if it was a white planet. Alright, what I'm going to do is put down a beacon to mark this. And so we got for... Alright, so we got a rifle. And go through all this. Whoops. So we got 2, 7, 13. So at least we have a rifle here, so hopefully I can find an A-class rifle and get my multi-tool figured out. Might have to go to a few different camps to find it, but... hopefully it won't be too bad to find. Alright, I've got a C-class. That doesn't help me, but I'll take it. Alright, let's loot all these. Another multi-tool upgrade. I've got so many of those now. Yeah, nice. What I want is the suspicious packages. I don't want suspicious goods. Save. That was a bad haul. What's this? Some crap to sell. I ended up getting quite a few upgrades tonight. Or, I'm gonna watch out for this. Let's jump in here. a little bit easier to see. Alright, we'll see what we have for a ship. If it's a decent ship, I might try to farm it, see if I can find an A class. And if it's a crappy one, then I won't. So we have though. Yeah, because that one that I got on my last save, it had like a long nose on it, and you couldn't see up. This one's not too bad though. You couldn't look directly up, so it blocked like all your huge amount of your view. Yeah, it had arms kind of like this, but it was right in the front of it, so it was hard to see. Like this one might actually be kind of a problem too. Oh no. Alright, let's C class. These are going to be probably a pain to farm too. I've had really bad luck finding A class. I haven't found an A class yet. Alright, let's do this thing. I don't know, this ship might work alright. I think probably tomorrow morning if I get on for a bit, see if I can farm one of these. I always try to grab the words too. They help you out with when you're doing factories. Alright, here's my brain. I'm gonna run over and grab this. Oh, I should have kept that. Oh. Switch that around. Alright, get back to that ship. Yeah, at least the monoliths are normally fairly close to the ship site. Now, I'm not going to keep this ship. I'm going to end up doing a reload here. What I want to do is bring in the interceptor I want to get rid of, because I can only have the one ship at a time, but this is the only way I can figure out to get one of these. Alright, so that swapped my ship. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to this, I'm going to put that in, and I'm just going to go compare, swap. Now I'm going to get in this thing, and I want to make sure that I can see around me. I don't mind the side things too much. I am just going to take off just to see how it reacts. Yeah, that'd be fine. That won't bother me too much. So I'm going to do a reload. reload restore point. Yeah, because that other interceptor I got, all you could see was what was directly in front of you. You couldn't see up and down. So it just made maneuvering around a task. So I want to avoid making that same mistake. I don't typically use interceptors, so I didn't realize it when I bought it. Then I turned around, put 125,000 nanites into it to make it an S class. So yeah, I don't want to make that same mistake. So I'll do a reload and do that whole ship interaction thing again. I'll just go over here, put all that stuff in there, compare, leap ship. Now that the ship should not come back up, for a while at least. How far away is my beacon from here though? 7 hours. So I'm going to go back to my beacon, do a scan for another ship, and it hopefully won't say 7 hours in this direction. So that's the hope anyway. Seems like they're making these harder to find. It wasn't that bad when I did my last run a couple of weeks ago. Get down here. Scan for another ship. Hopefully it's not that same ship. I bet that's the same ship. I've got to jump off, guys. That's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna try to jump in tomorrow morning, see if I can find one of these ships, and go from there. Again, this part's gonna be in 2 different little episodes. There'll be like a part A and a part B. So check them out. I'll try to get them both put up at the same time. So. Alright, thanks guys, I appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Take care.